right, welcome back to math. Today we're on Module 4, Lesson 2. We're going to interpret a fraction as division. Let's say we have a word problem. What do you see here? I see 2 candy bars, and I have a friend. This is me. This is my friend, and we're going to share the candy. How much will we each have? Write a math problem. Okay, so how many candy bars do we have? We have 2, and we're going to do what? We're going to divide it by how many friends? 2 friends. Wow, I'll bet you're going, this one's tough. So what does each person get? That's right. You're saying each person gets a candy bar, right? So this person gets a candy bar, and this person gets a candy bar, right? So what would our answer be here? Our answer would be 1. Each person would get 1 candy bar. Does that make sense? That's what your basic division is all about. Okay, here we have another problem. We have 2 candy bars and we have 3 people. How would we write that as a problem? Well, we have 2 candy bars, so we're going to write our 2 here. How many friends do we have? We have 3. We have 3 people. So how much is each one going to get? How much is each one going to get? How do we do this problem? That's right, cut them up into 3. Good idea. So we could cut this up into 3. So we'd have this piece going to the purple guy, and we'd have this piece going to the purple guy, this piece going to the blue guy, or gal, if you'd rather. I can go, and then this one going to the other green person, right? So how much would each person get? How much would each person get? Watch this. This is a little weird. They get 1/3 here, right? And then they get 1/3 here. So each person is going to get 2/3. Does that make sense? 1/3 of this bar and 1/3 of this bar, it'd be 2/3 of a bar. Because the blue guy is going to get 1/3 and 1/3, and that would be 2/3. The green person would have 1/3 and 1/3, that'd be 2/3. So they're each going to end up with 2/3. Okay, now let's say we have 1 candy bar. We have 1 candy bar. Okay, and we have 2 friends. How are we going to write that? 1 divided by 2, right? So we're going to cut the candy bar here, right? And they'll go to the blue friend, to the red friend. This will go to the green friend. How much does each person get? Each person gets a half. That 1, that 2, a half. I know that's a little weird. So we have 1 candy bar and we cut it up into to 4 friends, right? So each friend is going to get how much of the bar? 1/4, right? How would I write this problem? I have 1 candy bar, and I have 8 friends. How much is each friend going to get? Well, this would be 1 friend, right? 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends, 5 friends, 6 friends, 7 friends, 8 friends. So they're each going to get 1/8 of the candy bar. So when you have one whole thing, and you're dividing it by the number of friends, it's always going to look like this. Your one candy bar and your 8 friends. So they're each going to get 1/8. If it's one candy bar and 4 friends, it's 1/4. If it's one candy bar and 2 people, it's going to be 1/2. Does that make sense? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? All right, well, let's do something a little different, shall we? How would I write this problem? How many candy bars do I have? Got 3. And I'm going to divide these candy bars amongst how many people? 2. That's right. So, how much does each person get? How much does each person get? Well, you could say this one's going to get this bar, right? Okay. And this other person is going to get that bar, right? And then what do we do with this last bar right here? Well, we're going to cut it in half, right? So, what's our answer? Our answer is going to be each friend is going to get 1 candy bar and a half. By the way, that's called a mixed number. The reason why it's called a mixed number is because it has a big number, 1 whole, and it has a fraction with it, 1/2. So each friend is going to get 1 candy bar and a half. And this person gets 1 candy bar and a half. This person gets 1 candy bar and a half. And remember when we had 1 candy bar, we were going to divide it by 3 friends? How much does each person get? Each person gets 1/3. If you notice, the 1 here is up here, the 3 is here. 1 candy bar, 3 friends. Well, how does that work with 3 candy bars and 2 friends? Well, that same thing could work as if we cut this like this. Okay, and we'll say this friend is going to get this half, and this half. How many halves is that? Well, that's 3 halves, right? And 3 halves would equal what? 1 whole candy bar, right? And a half. So, that same concept, strange as it may be, 1/3, when you do it this way, still works for 3 halves. And so it's 1.5. So as you can see, the 3 candy bars divided by 2 people is 3 halves, right? So everybody gets 3 halves. 3 halves is 1 whole candy bar and a half, right? So this concept still works, doesn't it? Kind of weird, isn't it? This is our, do you know what that's called? Improper fraction. And this is called our mixed number. I hope this helps you to do your lesson 2, module 4. This is trying to understand how division relates to fractions. It seems kind of obvious, doesn't it? And easy. Well, you know me, I love math.